Some pain changes a family forever. And for Martin Short, that pain became heartbreak no parent ever wants to experience. During a deeply emotional interview, Martin spoke publicly for the first time about the loss of his daughter, Katherine. Not as a celebrity sharing headlines, but as a father trying to make sense of unimaginable grief. He described it simply, a nightmare for the family, and those words carried the weight of years. Because behind public success, laughter, and decades of entertaining audiences, there was also a private struggle happening inside his family, one rooted in mental health challenges that Katherine faced for much of her life. Martin explained that she lived with borderline personality disorder and other mental health conditions, and that she fought as hard as she could. That honesty mattered, because conversations around mental health are often hidden behind shame or silence. But in speaking openly, Martin reminded people that mental illness is not weakness. It is illness. And sometimes, families are left carrying questions that never fully heal. One of the most powerful things Martin Short said was this: mental health and cancer are both diseases. That comparison resonated deeply because it challenged something society still struggles with: how differently physical illness and mental illness are often treated. When someone battles cancer, people recognize the seriousness immediately. But with mental illness, there can still be misunderstanding, judgment, or the false belief that someone should simply get better. Martin's words pushed against that stigma. He spoke about Katherine with compassion, not blame, with understanding, not shame. And that perspective matters because families facing mental health struggles often feel isolated in silence, especially when the outcome is tragic. And for Martin, this loss also reopened another wound: the death of his wife, Nancy Dolman, who passed away from ovarian cancer years earlier. Two very different losses, but connected through grief, connected through helplessness. The painful reality that sometimes love and support still cannot fully protect the people we care about most. And that's one of the hardest truths any family can face. After loss, one question often becomes impossible to avoid: how do you keep going? Martin Short admitted he struggled with exactly that after Katherine's death. Because grief changes ordinary life completely. Things that once felt normal suddenly feel distant. Even joy can begin to feel unfamiliar. But then something shifted. He spent time with his grandsons. And in that moment, he found a reason to continue moving forward. Not because the pain disappeared. Not because healing suddenly became easy. But because love still existed alongside the grief. And maybe that's the quiet truth many people eventually discover after devastating loss. You don't move on from it. You move forward with it, carrying the memory, carrying the love, and slowly learning how to live again while honoring the people no longer here. If you or someone you know is struggling with mental health or thoughts of self-harm, reaching out for support can make a difference. In the US and Canada, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available 24/7.